Hey guys, welcome to the MLG Game On 16-player Invitational. We are starting today with Group D, the fourth and final group of the four-person groups of the MLG Game On Invitational. I am Destiny, Stephen Bonnell, Stephen Destiny Bonnell II. This is Paulo Katz Vizcarra.
First, and this is my Twitter right here.
This is his Twitter. This is my Twitter. Follow us, and welcome.
Very welcome.
Very welcome.
What a group.
What a group.
We have the group of death.
The group of death.
Most definitely today.
Most definitely.
Fighting for a chance in advancement and their share of $5,000. Today we have the amazing Scarlett, the fantastic Major, the rebel Illusion, and the dark horse in control.
I agree with all of that. I don't think you said anything that I could possibly disagree with.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
This will be the final group of our four groups. Advancing from the earlier three groups are the likes of, from Group 1, Kane and Puck.
correct.
From Group 2,
Neeb and
State.
Suppy.
Neeb and Suppy. From Group 3, that we just did yesterday, QXC and
Minigun.
Blazed
Blazed
it.
through it.
And then
From Group T.
from Group D today, we'll find out. All of the players from here will advance to the next stage, which will be two more groups. Instead of a round of 8, it'll
Is that
be...
tomorrow?
Yeah.
We had a long, awesome day tomorrow.
Long, awesome day tomorrow. It will be two groups tomorrow, I think.
I believe it's two groups
Pretty sure
tomorrow.
it's 2 groups.
Yep.
And then from those 2 groups, the survivors of those 2 will go into a best-of-4 single elimination tournament. Or single elimination bracket.
Best of 4? How does that work?
Best-of-4. No, I said that from those 2 groups they'll go to a... Did I say best-of-4?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Or did I say...
No.
4?
No, you said best of 4.
Did I say best-of-4, Rob from production?
Joe from production confirms. Rob doesn't really know.
A 4-man bracket. Is what round of 4. No, I said round of 4. I didn't say best of 4. I said,
you said
I
best
said
of 4.
round of
I'm
4.
actually certain.
I'm pretty sure I said round of 4.
Your chat's not going to help you here.
Okay, anyway. Round of 4 tournament. These players will be filtered into after the next group stages. Today we play to figure out who the final 2 players who will advance to the next group stages are. As Kat said, we have Scarlett, Illusion, In Control, and Major playing today. The first match we'll be seeing will be Scarlett versus Illusion.
What a match to start the day off with.
What a match.
It's, you know...
It's a match. Scarlett ZVT.
Considered the best foreign SERG, at the very least.
Easily, yeah.
Considered top 2 foreigners by most, alongside with Naniwa. Going up against Illusion from Root Gaming, a very strong player, and a very what's the word for it?
Underrated?
I don't think he's underrated.
Obscure?
So he's much like QXC. He's very random.
Okay.
In his play.
Unpredictable.
Unpredictable. So we'll see if Scarlett can predict him. If anyone can, it's probably her.
Good point.
And after that, we're actually going to have a grudge match. A grudge match. Between In Control and Major.
Why is it a grudge match?
Let's just call it a grudge match. I think it's probably a grudge match.
For a better storyline. I think there would be a better storyline.
Yeah, for better storyline, we can...
Definitely. Major, actually, prior to In Control, dated Anna for a little bit.
Yeah, his name was Anna Prosser on the ladder, actually.
Yep. Because that actually happened after they broke up, because Anna said that she couldn't date someone who wasn't rank 1 GM. That's why Major changed his name to Anna Prosser.
Anna Prosser.
And tried to ladder his way up on that account. Unfortunately, he never did make it, and Anna ended up going with In Control. So now Major and In Control have a huge grudge against each other.
They really do.
Some might even say that they're fighting for Anna's love on the battleground of Starcraft 2 this very day.
Is that to say that if Major wins, he gets the girl? I don't think that's how...
I mean, that's pretty misogynistic. I wouldn't insinuate that. I'm not sure where you got that from.
Well, that's what you said.
No, I didn't.
They're fighting for her love.
for her respect for winning out of this group stage.
Oh, okay.
That's
well,
all I was getting
that
at.
we can say.
I think that you were taking that a little bit farther. I'm a little bit disturbed that you would you might kind of go there automatically.
When we go into best of fours, it's a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah, I guess anything can happen. You know, those 40-40 matchups,
Yep.
the ZVGs and all that good stuff.
So we are inviting our players,
That we are.
and we're gonna have Illusion. We're in the root tag, going as the pink Terran, and we're gonna have Scarlett on her AKA Avril Lavigne. How do you pronounce that?
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Now, I'm actually not a big fan of Scarlett using this tag.
How so?
Because, and I don't want to wrestle any Jimmies out there, every single song that I've ever heard of Avril Lavigne on the radio is just her. The song pretty much goes, da 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 da, I'm a girl, and there's this other girl, and I'm a huge bitch, and I'm better than the other girl. That's like every single song that she ever has. Have you ever noticed that?
No.
So, like, one song is
I really
Skater
find
Boy,
it
right?
irrelevant.
So,
Yeah.
Skater Boy is...
He was
hey,
a skater boy.
Yeah. She said, see you later, because there
She
was
said,
some
"See you
girl...
later, boy."
Yeah, there was a girl at a school who
He
was, like, in a private
no, wait,
school. She was too good.
No, she wasn't good. No,
He wasn't good enough for her. Yeah. So, basically, that guy fucks his whole life away and gets lucky being, like, a rock star. Like, he didn't grow up at all, even though she's like,
Right.
look at the man he has become. Like, come on, like, are most rock stars even men? Like, you didn't fucking grow up. Guy probably plays, like, pop punk
he
music.
played on his garage.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know shit about fucking anything. But yeah, and like the whole, like, she measures her happiness based on like the other girl being like lonely and like not with the fucking skater loser guitar kid.
Well, she was
like,
kind of a bitch though in that song, the other girl.
not really. She just didn't
He
want to date
wasn't
him.
good enough for her.
Yeah, probably because she went to a good school. She had like her future set out, and the guy was probably just like a stoner, fucking wastes all of his time playing shitty music in his garage. Fucking doesn't do anything.
How did that work out for him?
I mean, I guess in the hypothetical
He was
song
a
it
rock
worked out
star.
good. Yeah, in that one song.
Yeah.
But look at the and then like what's the other song that she's known for? Hey, you, I can be your girlfriend, and then like lose your
I
girlfriend.
haven't heard that one.
Yeah, well, it's like it's pretty much she just like finds the guy. And she's like, hey, like your girlfriend sucks. Like fuck him. Like date me because the other girlfriend's a bitch. Like that. Like all of her songs are like that, where she has like a guy and she's like, by the way, every other girl's a bitch.
We need to join a different.
Yeah, I know we're going. He's inviting, man.
I don't know what you have to.
I'm just saying that
I don't know why you have to go and make things so complicated.
I'm not. It's not complicated. It's just like that's like maybe that's like her shtick.
Oh.
Like some would say, Destiny is the Richard Stern.
Mhm.
Howard Stern, StarCraft
Howard
2.
Stern,
And Avril Lavigne, her thing is just like, I'm gonna be a total bitch in all of my songs. It's every fucking song in the radio she's ever had is like that. But anyway, not indicative of all of Scarlett's personality. Scarlett's a
most
sweetheart.
definitely. She is.
A bitch or a sweetheart?
You said a sweetheart.
Oh
said
yeah, but then you
Scarlett's a
sounded like you were
sweetheart.
correcting me. Yeah, Scarlett is a sweetheart.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
she's nice. If you see her at tournaments,
I'm
she's
reaffirming.
eating the corn things. There's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
gift.
that's so cute.
Yeah. The I don't know. Somebody posted a GIF of that earlier. That's on the Starcraft Reddits. Did you see it?
Yeah, definitely. I saw it.
Did
It
you
was-
really?
It was first on Reddit yesterday, so
Oh, okay.
I'm big on Reddit.
Oh, me too. Wow, such Reddit. What a
Such
great,
Reddit.
what a website.
What a community. What a community. I've come to accept Reddit for what it is.
Which
these
is a
days.
great community of loving, caring people who
Yeah.
only care about the real important issues.
There was a little bit of a resistance by Reddit against Reddit for the last few years onto what Reddit or StarCraft should be. And the dark side has won.
What's that mean?
It's just chaos.
Just
love
what?
it. I love it.
Oh, chaos?
Yeah.
You think the StarCraft subreddit is
Well,
chaos?
at first it was like, you know, dumb posts would get downvoted. Now the power of Protoss gets like all the upvotes. So.
But it's chat.
Yeah,
Why?
it's-
Can we? Here's a
but
question.
Okay, but that's fine.
Yeah, but why did we?
You
ever
can
call-
have both. You can have both. One person saying the power of Protoss, but when it's every single person that says that just copy pastes it, gets upvoted, and
Well-
then down there's a random person that says it, and for no reason at all, he gets downvoted.
You know what some people would say?
What?
That's the power of Protoss.
Some people would say Abathar, and then Abathar would be repeated until you get downvoted. So it's like a
It's like a game of chance. It's like Russian
yeah,
roulette.
well, a little bit. It's like it's not that risky. It's you basically go in and cash for your upvotes. The earlier you say it, the better for you. So the first person to post Abathar right now on a Reddit thread, if we have it, it's probably gonna get upvoted a lot.
And then the,
The
second
second
person
one a
will
little
get
bit
some
less,
runoff
and
upvotes.
yeah.
But one of them at some point will just
Well,
get nuked with downvotes.
Yeah.
For no real reason.
I will say probably the fourth person to type it will get nuked really hard.
Probably.
Anyways.
Anyway, we didn't even introduce the top player, and for some reason, Rap from Production just decided to zoom in his face. In the north part, actually, let's go to the Terran first. In the 12 o'clock position, that's up. That's at the Zerg. At the 12.
At the 12 o'clock position,
we have Scarlett,
from Team Acer,
Acer Sports, Acer
one of
Esports.
the best foreigners to have ever walked the earth.
Definitely. And then in the 6 o'clock position, maybe some would say the 6:15 position, because it's not exactly at the bottom.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's exactly at the bottom. I would call it the 6:15. This is actually Root Illusion.
From Team Root.
Yep.
Illusion.
Korean American, born in America.
Oh.
But I just felt the need to say that because if, after classifying Scarlett as one of the best foreigners, I feel like Illusion's only chances for his Korean blood to kick in here.
But if the Korean part of him kicked in and he won, would we have to kick him out of the tournament? Because this is NA only. You better be careful with your words.
Well, that's a good question, but he was born in the United States of America.
Okay.
Actually, his English is probably better than his Korean.
Oh.
So maybe it's like you probably don't watch Naruto, but it's like.
Oh, I love Naruto.
Okay, well, in Naruto, he has this beast inside of him called the Nine-Tailed Fox.
Okay.
So.
Is that kind of like in Yu-Gi-Oh, where he has like blue eyes, black Exodia, or whatever, like inside of him, and then when he plays the card game, it like.
I don't quite remember. I don't
his
remember.
His hair gets all big, like he's a Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing.
Okay.
So what Naruto does sometimes is he'll borrow a little bit of power from the Nine Tails, the beast that lives inside of him, but that doesn't mean that he is no longer Naruto.
But is there like an episode where like shit goes crazy?
Oh yeah, he turns into the Nine Tails.
Yeah,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Over,
that happens sometimes. Yeah, but at the end they become friends and learn to coexist, and the Nine Tails is pretty cool with them.
Do you ever watch the Kenshin, the Rurouni Kenshin?
Is that Batusai?
Yeah.
Samurai
like the same
X.
guy, and his killer instinct comes out.
Oh yeah. His eyes turn like red and shit.
Yeah, and then he's
pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. It's like the same thing. Wow, we got some harass going on in here.
Illusion has some of the best Reaper control in North America, without a doubt. Scarlett doing great though so far, not losing a single unit.
Yep, perfect control from Scarlett. She got the 2 links out to defend. I like 2 sets of links.
Yep, not waiting for the Reaper to regen. A little bit of a misstep from Illusion.
He probably just wanted to get in there before
the Queen popped out. Yeah, absolutely.
So, as long as he doesn't lose it, it's okay. Factory coming out. Command center almost done for the expansion. 2 Rexes go down quickly after. Everything pretty standard.
I wouldn't call this standard.
You wouldn't call it the 2 Rexes after? Is that
no? Absolutely not. I think most people would. Most people would either go for a starport and go for Banshees, or they would go for a 3rd CC, or add a tech lab onto the first barracks as soon as possible. I think Illusion just likes weird timings.
Okay.
So.
I just really wanted to say standard there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
But no, Katz is right. I think right now in the current meta, I think actually what you would expect to see would be like what Katz said. You would expect to see the starport going down with some combination of like usually a cloaked Banshee or 2 with some sort of Hellions or whatever running around harassing.
Yeah.
So to see the 2 Raxes go up right after that, maybe a big like Marine Marauder with a Hellion push.
If I had to guess, what is he adding right now? 2 more reactors actually, and a tech lab. So I think we're gonna see a huge push with lots of Marines, a few Hellions, and it's one of those pushes that can catch an opponent off guard.
Sure.
But if Scarlett has done her homework, she might be expecting Illusion to do something like this.
Fast 3rd.
Very fast 3rd. Not
fast, but like a normal, like if you want to
640.
do, like if you want to take a quick 3rd, like she would take a quick 3rd. I'm actually not a fan of this anymore. I used to try to do it, but I feel like these 3rds are such a liability in this matchup. Like you end up spending all of these resources and time trying to defend it. You never get to drone it out before any push comes. You always have to make units. I don't know. I understand that that's the meta right now, and if you can defend it, and if it doesn't cost you too much, then you get to drone it up a little bit earlier than if you would have taken the 3rd later. But man, these 3rds make me really nervous. Yeah. If she gets trapped into droning it up even a little bit, this push will definitely kill her.
Yeah, and Scarlett's link speed is not,
only halfway done. That's a long.
Normally Zergs take the gas a little bit earlier, and try to push out for the 3rd with link speed. Instead, Scarlett getting those 2 queens pretty early on and going gasless, so I don't know if she can even hold this.
No, probably not. That Overlord going down is going to suck too. That will supply block her for a little bit.
Yeah.
She needs to not be fighting with the queens here, I don't think.
Well, I mean, that's the only weapon that she has to fight, right?
Yeah.
And their slings out. Speed will kick in soon, actually.
Pretty soon. Yeah, so he only illusion sniped the Overlord and backed off. Pretty smart there, didn't overextend. So good play from both players.
Yeah, lots of links coming out from Scarlett, and this is actually going to be great because once Illusion commits with a Marine heavy composition, then
a little bit of a misstep there by
running to the Marines. Is this going to be enough though for Illusion?
I don't know. Another set of Marines coming back. Scarlett trying
great
really
micro
hard.
by Illusion.
Yep, and good micro by Scarlett too to try to surround the Hellions, but not enough lings there to do it, unfortunately. This is not normal. Scarlett probably was not expecting that many Marines to be behind all of those Hellions. Like, this is a lot of Marines at this stage of the game. So Scarlett has to know.
Like I was saying, it's a very heavy commitment by Illusion because those Marines are, you know, they can't run away. The Hellions, once you're off creep, you can run away, you can outrun the lings, out-micro them. The Marines can't. So Illusion's pretty committed to this.
We're also getting the Marines at the cost of, you know, getting that starport out.
That was a bad place for Scarlett to morph those banelings as well. She also reveals that there's a baneling nest.
Yep, she's got a lot of transfuse energy though. A couple banelings will come out. She needs to pull that
great connections. That was exactly what she needed. And now Illusion's going to be probably forced to back. What's the worker count right now?
It's 47 to 42 in favor of the Terran.
Yeah, Scarlett has a Spire in the way, and Illusion's still continuing with the pressure. Stim only halfway down. So as good as that looked for Illusion, it's by no means game over.
Yep, and as soon as the Spire finishes, Scarlett doesn't have very much gas in her reserve. She's not going to be able to pop out a ton of Muta, but a decent number. The third goes down again. No Medivacs, though, for Illusion. I don't even think there's a Starport. Starport just started.
Yeah.
That's going to make the Muta harass pretty killer, I think.
Yeah, he has 2 E-base, but I'm not sure if it's going to be quite enough.
Also, 2-2 upgrades started for Scarlett. I don't even think he started upgrades on the E-base yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's pretty behind on that. Yeah. So
this was definitely a pretty risky play by Illusion. I'm not sure if he did.
He did great. I think he should have just backed, perhaps, after killing the third.
Maybe. Yeah.
A little bit of an overextension. Scarlett being the great player that she is. Great baneling connections once again. Scarlett doing really well of a
macro.
Crappy position.
Yeah, and good macro too. She's giving up on all of her injects.
Almost all her injects.
For the most part. I mean, she's been cranking out lings at a pretty constant rate, even after getting supply block, even after losing overloads, even after losing the third. She's had the units continuing to come out, which is good. Keeping up with Illusion pretty well. 2 Medivacs finally on the way here for Illusion. Not having Medivacs when Mutas can regen and your units can't would be really rough against any sizable number of Mutas. But finally, 2 Medivacs will be out before any Mutas can get to the base. And like I said
Illusion
earlier,
now has Stim.
Yep.
So that's going to help him a little bit. Backing off, proper thing to do.
Scarlett
is he
not
going to
with
be able
very
to
many
split
Mutas.
here? That's going to be tough. That's a lot of banelings.
Yeah. Well, not the best hits for Scarlett, but I mean, it gets the job done.
Yeah. That's what I would say. I mean, chasing off of creep never a good idea. That was not a cost-efficient trade for Scarlett by any means.
Definitely not.
And Illusion actually ahead on workers and taking his third now. So both players playing a really back and forth game, but at the stage that we're in the game right now, I feel like they're kind of even.
Sure. Scarlett has a narrow timing where she's gonna hit like 2-2 for like a couple seconds. Yeah. Versus no upgraded Marines. If she could hit in that, although it's like really, really narrow. Like right now, her second attack upgrade just finished. And she's got like 30 seconds to really punish Illusion for it, but Illusion probably should chill just a little bit until these upgrades finish, I feel. 15 seconds.
Yeah. So Illusion moving out on the map, a very aggressive player. And Scarlett making a lot of banelings this game. That's going to hurt her Muta count quite a bit. And she's kind of banking on Illusion to continue the aggression, which he is. So if Illusion scans, I think he'll just have to go ahead and sit back for a little bit.
Oh, not good. Losing these 2 mines pretty much for free.
Oh, I thought that Widow Mine would get shot off. So many banelings.
Yeah, that's quite a few banelings. I don't... she doesn't have quite enough Muta or links to chase off creep yet. Maybe. I don't know. It's a lot of banelings. The Muta count is so low, though.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of
This is gonna be on Illusion to split perfectly.
Yeah.
He stims a little bit too early. Scarlett identifies that and just backs. Very smart. Damage has been done without doing anything. And Illusion, this is also cool. Just sending a few units in front. It's gonna how much Marine Micro games has he been playing? The answer is many. But the Banelings get into the middle line and
huge
wreck everything.
Absolutely wrecked. 16 workers killed. That was a good push for Scarlett, I think.
Yeah, that was fantastic for Scarlett. And Illusion was a little bit busy microing his Marines, could not get the SUVs out of the way. So, luckily for him, he is a Terran and has mules, so the game still seems pretty even.
Playing a, can I call this bomber style or no? With like the 50 trillion barracks, making tons. He was pumping 11 Marines at a time there. Reactors on so many barracks. A lot of Terrans don't actually do that.
You can call it Terran?
Terran?
Yeah.
I don't know, just like the super heavy Marine style. I feel like only Bomber is the one that did that like a fuck ton. It's like maybe like Marine King Prime. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, most Terrans will
Throw
probably
in,
be adding a Thor pretty soon.
Yeah. Or maybe
Illusion really good at starting his upgrade as soon as it was done. He's actually almost at 2-2. That's really surprising.
Yep. I mean, Scarlett finished her 2-2 a while ago, but she never grabbed the hive, so she will lose that upgrade advantage. Not be at a disadvantage, but they'll just be even on upgrades. But you don't, I mean, to be up 2-2 to 0-0 and then to be even is kind of underwhelming, I think.
Yeah, this is a little bit scary for Illusion, but he has mines out now, and that's going to help quite a bit. Trying to bait out some of those Banelings if you can with the Marines, trying to pick up the Queen.
Definitely. You can see here how important it is for Zerg to have, when he wants his medevacs.
Yeah, walking into those mines is not what Scarlett wants to do. If Illusion can spread here...
Wow. That might have been... Illusion not pushing it.
That was a really good move by Scarlett not to overextend out of the creep there. If she walks out maybe, a few steps out of that creep and loses maybe half of her Banelings, that could have been game over.
Yep, Illusion can just push in if she's not careful. One thing you see going back and forth here is the creep game is really important. Having that creep out means that Illusion can't push onto it. It's like a big, do not come here territory, given that Scarlett still has Banelings. And so you see Illusion spending money to drop scans to kill the creep, and then you see Scarlett trying to push the creep back because having that creep out there is just so important for your Banelings. It's the difference between a Baneling being able to chase a Marine down and being outrun by a Marine.
Yeah, Illusion head and supply. Scarlett does have a lot of Banelings, so if we check the army value. Where's the army value?
I don't know which button that is.
A, says Joe from production. And
Scarlett's army worth quite a bit more.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the Baneling speaking, even though Illusion is far ahead in supply.
Oh, that's not good. Illusion starting his third set of upgrades.
Uh-oh! Oh, need perfect splits! So many Banelings!
Oh, he does pick up into a medevac. I think that will end.
Wow.
Okay.
That was great micro by Illusion. That was so many Banelings.
I don't know. There were a couple of big groups of Marines that got eaten there.
That is true.
I think MVP would have did it better.
Do you think he would have did it better? I'm not sure if you're trying to mock yourself or if you're...
I just, sometimes, if I say something wrong, I'll just play it off like I'm trying to mock myself, I think a wise man once said that upgrades are like oxygen. You don't really notice how much you need it until you don't have it. And man,
when was the last time you noticed you didn't have oxygen?
Well, never. But like when you don't have oxygen, you need it, right?
I mean, it's not a valid analogy. You just come up with that.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that before.
Well, no man has been in that position, or very few that have survived.
Well, no, the idea is when you ask somebody, like, what do you think you absolutely need, or whatever, to, like, live, or, like, what do you need, like, do you feel like you need? People will always answer with things that they don't necessarily need, but what they want.
No, I understand
then, like, the counter to it is, like,
saying it's
nobody thinks they need air until they don't have it. So anyway, where I was going with that is upgrades, as a Zerg player, 3/3 upgrades hurt. 500, 500. That's 5 Mutalisks, that's 2.5 infestors, or 3.25 infestors. I don't know what 150 guys each, 500, whatever. It's a lot of money,
right?
And it seems like
yes.
I'll just keep making like mutas and lings and banelings, and it'll be okay. But man, when you get behind in upgrades to a Terran, you will hate your life, and you'll be constantly wondering, oh, why didn't I get those 3-3s.
I don't know if you would be wondering.
I think
that.
you will be.
No,
You'll hate your life.
I disagree. I think that Scarlett knows this sort of thing.
You don't think?
I don't think she's forgotten.
Well, no, I'm not saying
choosing not to get
exactly.
She's choosing not to go to the.
But
hive.
I think that
Just
choosing not to get those 3-3s is always a bad decision.
I mean, she knows that the turn has 3-3 on the way.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a ticking bomb for her. And
Definitely.
if she can have really efficient trades, she's gonna have to rely on banelings, on good hits. And if she can get those...
Oh my god, that mine! How did that even travel that far?
I'm
Oh,
not
and
sure.
a drop
Great
going
drop
over
by
there.
Illusion as well. Illusion kind of spreading Scarlett thin here all over the place, and he's gonna take the 4th base for sure. Now he's on 4 bases against the
Another
3
drop
base.
heading into the main as she
This
cleans
is
up
a
the grub on the
position
third.
in which I cannot win. If anyone can win, however, it's gotta be Scarlett.
Ooh, and the drop of the main is cleaned up. That's good. Basically, what I was getting at earlier is 3-3 Marines are not fun to play against when you don't have 3-3.
Absolutely.
You would agree with that, right?
Yeah.
When your units are 2-2, the Banelings, I don't think kill them in one shot anymore.
Yep.
But
I mean, imagine how much more one-sided that fight would have been
if she wouldn't have dropped the
if Scarlett had been going for 3-3 at the same time.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you don't have an advantage as a Zerg, as you said, like for Terran, it's a little bit easier to make the decisions because look at Illusion's gas, for example.
Sure.
You
don't
might
spend
wanna
your
add
gas
it,
on
or-
anything anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You're just making Marines because.
But as Zerg, I can understand because as Zerg, like that's 3 more Infestors, which is a lot. 5 Mutalisks.
Well, Infestors are like Ultralisks or Mutalisks,
or that
Banelings.
many more Banelings.
It's a lot of gas. So hard to make that decision. At which point do you make it? At which point do you feel safe enough
to say like I'm gonna drop that much money?
Exactly. Oh, this mine. Ouch.
Okay. I don't think Amuta died there. I think one died.
Amuta always dies.
Amuta always dies?
Yeah.
Wow, that's broken.
Yes, mines are pretty good, but a lot of splash damage is being done. I wouldn't mind Illusion pushing out right now. Scarlett doing whatever she can to stick around. She's trying to keep Illusion on his side of the map with her Muta, and that's pretty much the name of the game for her. It's okay, if you push out, I probably can't hold.
Nice play by Illusion, though. Only half of his army is dealing with the Muta right now, and he's spending the other half to go and hit the third.
Yeah,
he
really
identifies what she's doing.
And he needs to clear this creep. Be careful with the Banelings. Oh, this could be what Scarlett needs.
I mean, yeah.
Decent split by Illusion at the last second there. That
Unfortunately,
might just be too much.
even if she had cleared that army completely, there's still another one in the 4th that she has
Look
to
at that blue flame Hellbat. Out of nowhere.
Shit.
Does not give a shit.
Does not give a shit.
And this third is going to go down. Illusion putting himself in a great position this game. Scarlett's definitely running out of options. She has a nice mutable, and that's...
It's okay, but unfortunately against 3-3 Marines...
Yeah, it just speaks to how good she is. Oh. Well, I was going to say, it speaks to how good she is, because retaining those Muta after each fight is not an easy thing.
Sure. I hate Muta Ling Bling versus Terran, I'm not gonna lie. If you've watched my stream, you know the answer to that. Man, what a stressful matchup. It seems like as soon as you get a little bit behind with Ling Bling, it turns into this frantic where the Terran is just throwing waves of and we saw that happen there. It just throws waves and waves of Marines, doesn't really care if they lose them all. And the Zerg is constantly trying to balance like with Zerg, it's like, okay, I got to drone and expand, and then do I get the upgrades? How many Lings and Blings do I need? And then with the Mutas, and like you're trying to balance all of that. And then Terran is just, not to say one race is easy the other, but at that stage of the game, really all the Terran has to do is keep making Marines, keep setting them, and then you build SCVs and expand behind it. It's not very much.
It's hard to lose as a Terran when you're behind. Having said that, the Terran probably has to make, or the Zerg probably has to make the first mistake.
Probably, yeah.
Which is pretty easy to do, and that's why I hate CVT. But,
wow, what a game. What a game.
What a game.
What a game.
Yeah.
We are, we're going to take a quick 90-second break. We'll be back with Game 2, the first match of the day from Group D, Illusion versus Scarlett. Stay tuned.